This is the fastest way to grow your hair in mini braids. As you can see, I took down her mini braids and her hair is so much thicker and the volume is there. Okay, there is so much length retention, thickness, everything is there with mini braids. I'm telling you, mini braids are the fastest way you can get to waist length hair. Okay, so I ended up blow drying her hair because I wanted to put her hair in this protective style to get ready for school. As you can see, it's looking really good, but watch this whole video to see how I properly take down the mini braids. As I always say, please watch the whole video till the end to learn how you can grow your hair faster in mini braids and how to properly take down mini braids that have stayed, I think it's over 2 months with these braids in. I'm not even really sure, you guys. So yes, look at that. Look at the length, you guys. Honestly, like, it's actually waist length, okay? I think it's waist length, okay, Jared? I don't know, maybe it is. But I want to show you the fastest and quickest way you can grow your hair thicker and fuller and voluminous in mini braids. Okay, are you ready? All right, so before we get started, please like the video, comment down below, and also subscribe. Okay, like the video, comment below, subscribe, and also turn on your notification bells to all, because that is very essential, that is important, so that you don't miss any of my videos when I upload in the future. Now I took down a few of them, so I'm just showing you the hair is so much thicker, you guys, so much fuller. Like, seriously, mini braids are the big deal. Now, I'm going to share with you secrets that actually makes mini braids to be the best protective style you can have, okay? Now, I also want to give a big shout out to my members. I really want to say thank you so much, guys, for being members. I really appreciate you. A big shout out goes to Terry Hunter, Flori Badu, Sherry G. Washington, and Leah McLean Tiwari, Gracioussedze, and Julia SQ. Thank you so much, guys, for being members. I appreciate you. If you also want to become a member, click in the link below and support me. So as you can see, I'm actually spraying aloe vera juice on your hair, and then I take coconut oil. Now I know that most people hate coconut oil, but it actually saved her hair. Okay, now coconut oil, it will help detangle. If you did not know, it helps detangle, because the most important thing when you have a protective style is to make sure that your hair is not breaking when you take it down. So what I do on the ends of her hair, because her ends are normally exposed, okay, so I just take a tooth comb, and now you're going to be commenting below and say you're breaking the child's hair, but no, I'm not. I actually apply coconut oil at the ends of her hair, and then I just comb out some some knots on the ends of her hair. So that is what I did. Okay, so this is the part of the hair that is taken down, and the fullness and the thickness, you guys, it's amazing. Okay, it's really amazing. So what coconut oil does, it really penetrates inside the hair, making the hair super soft immediately when you apply it. So that is what I do. If you're feeling like you have a protective style in for 3 months and you don't know what to do, just take coconut oil, your aloe vera juice, apply it on the hair, and then take it down. And you have to, this is my aloe vera juice that I have right in here. I have aloe vera juice. Now, don't use a coffee spray to do this, because coffee dries out your hair. Okay, aloe vera juice helps to just soften the hair so much. So I'm going to be using my coconut oil as a detangler, you guys. Coconut oil is the best to detangle. Now, you might even have new growth, okay, already when you have the braids in, but if you don't know how to take down, there is no length retention that you're doing. Okay, so this comb actually helps me to take down your hair properly. Now I actually use this comb to comb out the ends of her hair. I know what I'm doing. Okay, don't be scared. I know exactly what I'm doing. So I use this comb, and I actually apply the coconut oil on the ends, so the hair is already soft at the ends of her hair. Okay, sorry guys if you can't really see when I'm taking down her hair. I'm sorry about that, but I just want to share a few things that I was doing to her hair for her hair to be strong and thick and full. Now what mini braids does, it actually is protecting the strands of your hair, and it's also locking in the moisture. That's what mini Mini Braids does, if you did not know. So if you moisturize your hair before you put in the Mini Braids, that moisture that you put in is still locked in the actual braid itself. Do you understand? So whenever, even if you're doing manipulation to the hair when it's in braids, it's not going to break because your hair is already protected in the braids, if you understand what I mean. So I didn't really do much because with my daughter, say you guys, she's going to school and sometimes I don't actually have time to be like in her hair all the time. So I just leave her hair to be. But what I was doing now, I'm taking coconut oil and putting it on the roots, and you guys, the hair was just melting down, I'm telling you. So what I was saying is that coconut oil actually helps to, to really get into the hair and separate the hair. Okay, like sometimes at the roots, that's where the tangling is because the new growth is trying to come out and it just stays on one spot because your hair is braided, right? So when you're taking down, that's where the problem is. If you break your hair there, you are just losing that length. Okay, so what I do to the ends of the hair, you guys, this is a trick that I found out. Okay, so I just spray the aloe vera juice and then I work in the coconut oil on the ends of her hair. Now because the ends are always exposed, I then comb out those ends with that comb. Now because the coconut oil actually gives the hair so much slip, the hair is not going to break. I'm just taking down the knots on the ends of the hair. If you don't do this, ends will continue forming more knots. But if you don't feel comfortable doing this, please don't do it. I'm just showing you what works for me and my daughter's hair. Okay, so I just twist that up. So I'm just going to share with you what I was doing when she had the braids in. So what I made sure every other morning, I'm not saying every single morning, I would just spray maybe her hair with water. And you guys, to be honest, I was not even using like coffee like consistently because I felt like coffee really dries out the hair. Like I don't even know whether I'm going to be doing 1 year, 1 year challenge for the coffee because it really dries out your hair and I don't like dryness on your hair. So that's why you see me using aloe vera juice. I might even start using aloe vera juice as an everyday spray because it really helps to give your hair moisture. Even if you don't seal in the moisture, your hair is still soft, okay, with the aloe vera juice. So that is what I am spraying, okay. But I'm not saying I have stopped using coffee, but I don't feel like she needs coffee right now in her hair because I don't want that dryness, okay. If I spray coffee, the hair will be extremely dry. That's what I'm saying. Okay, so this is a hair and it's super thick, you guys. Like it's so healthy, so thick and so voluminous. So this is me after taking down her hair, and I am so happy because she stayed with this I think almost 2 months now. I'm not even sure, I have to count, but yes, I'm about to do a hot oil treatment. Remember I put coconut oil on the hair, but I'm actually going to be putting wild growth oil on her hair and do a proper hot oil treatment because oils are very important. Never underestimate oils, you guys, I'm telling you. So after doing a treatment, okay, I then put the hair back in a protective style and then she goes to school. Because she's going to school, I want her hair to be neat, I don't just want her hair to be out and about, you know what I mean. You want your child to go with, a hairstyle that is very nice to school. All right. So yes, and it's winter as well. You need to protect the hair and everything. But what I also found with mini braids, just explaining what it does when I put it on my daughter's hair. What I found out is that my daughter likes playing, on the bed, just rubbing her hair on the carpet and everything. So sometimes I'm just like, you know what, I'm tired of talking. I just leave her to jump up and down and, rub her hair against, just against, ciao. It's just, I'm just like, you know what, do whatever you want to do. Okay, just do whatever you want to do. But the most surprising thing, the hair just grows. That's the most surprising thing. It just grows. But the one thing also I do, when she sleeps on silk. So she's not sleeping on cotton pillowcases or cotton, sheets. She sleeps on a silk pillowcase. Okay, that's what she sleeps on. All right, that I really am very serious about it now, because when I was trying to grow out my daughter's hair way before, when I was not doing that, it took time for her hair at the back to actually grow out. It took time. So this is the wild growth oil I'm going to be using. You guys, this oil has grown my hair. I'm not even kind of like kidding you. This oil is amazing, okay? It is so amazing. I use it every other time when I'm washing my hair. I use this oil. This is my go-to oil, okay? So I'm just using this oil on your hair and just doing a hot oil treatment because she needs that strength back. Okay, so what I was doing when she was going to school, I'll just take my spray bottle. It had water, okay? I'll just spray the water on her, on your hair, and then at the end, sometimes I'll take like butter and just apply to the ends of hair so that it's a little bit soft. But I'm saying most of the time. Now, other times I'll just, put it in a bun and then she goes, okay? I'm just being honest. Sometimes I neglect her hair in a protective style. Okay, I'm not even gonna kid and lie to you guys. Sometimes I neglect her hair because I don't have time, I'm just running up and down because the school days. I just put her hair in a bun and then she goes, but her hair is already protected. So I'm telling you, mini braids is the quickest and fastest way you can grow your hair. Look at that fullness, you guys. Look at that thickness. Like, seriously, mini braids are the deal. And I'm telling you, I'm not even like on a consistent like regimen of moisturizing. I'm not even doing that, but it's still growing. That's what I want you to know. Mini braids is the best protective style you can have. I know it takes time to take down. It takes time, but it's so worth it. It is so worth it, I'm telling you. So if you haven't tried mini braids, I know for me, I'm like, I've actually done a video on against mini braids. I was like, I hate mini braids because it takes time for me to take down. My hair is fine. I have finer strands. So when taking down, it's a lot of manipulation on my strands, okay? But that is the only style that protects my individual strand. If you want to see that video, I'll link it below. I actually was complaining about mini braids, but I think it's the best style. If you want to manipulate your hair when it's already in braids, you can actually do that because your strands are protected. So if you have watched till this time, hey, you are OG, you get it. You are my OG child. If you've watched till this time, I want you to comment down below and say, I'm still watching. Up to 12 minutes, I'm still watching. I'm not going anywhere. Comment that below, okay? And also comment that your daughter's hair is so thick so that I know that you are still watching. All right, guys. So like the thickness is unreal. I'm telling you, look at that. And also another secret I want you to know is that don't use combs. You see, she came out of a protective style. I normally say when my child comes out of a protective style, I normally use combs to just comb out the knots, but I'm not using combs. I'm just using my fingers to just, take out the knots and just to work in the oil. You guys, when you stop dropping those combs down, your daughter or your hair will grow so much thicker, because sometimes combs, they actually take off your hair, they rip off the hair. But you saw me like combing the ends of your hair. That one I had to do it because I know knots form at the ends of the hair. So if you don't comb out those knots, it's going to continue forming more knots and you won't be able to retain length. That one I had to do it. But talking about the length of the hair, work it with your hands, with your fingers, as you see me working it in. So that is so underrated, and that is so important. So that is what I do. If you're learning something, comment below and say, I'm learning a lot. I'm learning a lot. You guys, the thickness is just unreal. So mini braids, even if you don't I wouldn't support you to not moisturize your hair. I wouldn't support you to do that. But when I had my daughter saying in this protective style, I wasn't even on a schedule of moisturizing. I think if I even do that, it will grow even longer. I wasn't doing that, you guys, because I feel like I'm so busy, okay? I'm so busy with other things. If your hair is protected, that's enough for me. Sometimes I just do like treatments, wash it, do a pre-pull, like the video I did on the fastest way to grow hair in mini braids. I did a pre-pull, and then I washed it, I deep conditioned, I moisturized, and then that's it. That's what you must be doing every other week to keep those braids moisturized. But to be honest, for my daughter's hair, I was not doing that. I was just leaving it. Then when it comes in the morning, sometimes I'll spray water and then, just seal in with an oil or butter, okay? I'll do that when she's going to school because, she needs to look presentable as well when she's going to school. So I'll just, moisturize it. And sometimes I wouldn't even do that. I'll just put it in a bun and then she goes. So I think that's what I was doing, okay? That is what I was doing. And I wasn't even using coffee. Like consistent. I wasn't, you guys, to be honest, because I didn't want her hair to be dry. Coffee will dry out your hair, okay? If you did not know that. If you're still watching, comment below and say, I'm still watching, I'm not going anywhere. Comment down below and let me know if you're still watching. So coffee dries out the hair. It's only good for the scalp. If you can apply to the scalp, that's totally fine. And if you can also use it as a rinse, you can use it as a rinse after washing your hair and then straight after you deep condition. That is so important. You need to do that because if you don't do that, that coffee is growing your hair at the scalp and your hair is breaking at the same time because that hair is very, very dry. So I'm actually, I think I'll do a video on the aloe vera juice. I think I'm loving it now. I love the aloe vera juice because it makes the hair extremely soft. Now, if I think like I need to use the coffee, I'll just use it on the scalp only, not on the hair. I actually did videos on this and said you need to apply coffee on your scalp. If you want to apply it on your hair, you can, and then seal it in, seal in the moisture by using, a leave-in conditioner and also a butter or an oil. But I'm not really loving it on the strands every single day. No, because it would dry out the hair. All right. So, you guys, I don't even know what to say. I'm so happy with the progress of my daughter's hair. Like, it's growing. Like, the thickness is so unreal. Unreal or reasonable. Hey, whichever you want to work with. So, as you can see, this is the secret. Don't use combs if you want thicker hair. Actually, my daughter now knows now. She's like, Mom, I don't like the brush you're using. Because when I blow dried her hair, of course, I used a brush, okay, to just brush out the knots and everything. She is not even used to combs and brushes. She's used to finger detangling. Because that's what will give you like that thickness you are after. If you limit the amount of times you are using combs, okay? Because some people say when they are pre-pooing, they are brushing. When they are washing, they are brushing. When they are deep conditioning, they are coming out with a brush again. Child, it's not necessary. You get it? It's not even necessary at all. You get it? So after doing the pre-poo, she wears a plastic and then she sits under a hooded dryer. Okay? You guys, if you have low porosity hair, don't lie to yourself that heat will destroy your hair. You need indirect heat to allow whatever you put on the hair to get inside. So she sits under there for 30 minutes and then after that I wash her hair and then I deep condition. This is so essential and important. Deep conditioning is one of those things that you must do if you have low porosity hair because it brings back the moisture and strengthens your hair from the inside out. It is so essential. I don't know why your face was like that. This girl. Then she sits there for 45 minutes and then after that washed it out and then I blow dried her hair. To be honest, I really didn't want to use heat by using a blow dryer, but you guys, I did not have time to be doing African threading and to wait for it to be straight, and there was no time for that because Saturday, Sunday, that's the only 2 days I have, and then the next day it's school, so I didn't have time to be doing that. Okay, so I just blow dried her hair and then using my butter. My butters are so good for preventing heat damage. This is the protective style I did afterwards. This is what she's gonna go with to school. And this is flat twist. Flat twist is the best style as well because it doesn't put tension on the scalp. I really love a flat twist. So we're just getting ready to go to church. But yes, this is the style that I did on her hair when it was blow dried. Now, when I do her hair without blow drying it, it breaks off. I know that for sure. So the best way to just, limit the amount of breakage is to just blow dry the hair, okay? Because there are not much knots when the hair is blow dried. So yes, this is all the things I do. She's going to stay with this for longer. I don't know for how long, but protective styles are so good for our hair to give our hair rest from a lot of manipulation. When your hair is braided, it grows much faster and quicker. So that is the way you can grow your hair faster in mini braids, okay? By just leaving it alone and moisturizing the ends, putting butter on your ends, spray aloe vera juice on the scalp or on the ends of the hair and seal it up with a butter or an oil and leave it in for longer. Don't just leave it in for 2 weeks and you're taking it off. Charity. If you have watched to the end, I want you to comment down below and say I've watched to the end 21 minutes. If you have, I want you to clap hands for yourself. You are my regular watcher and thank you so much and God bless you. Your hair will grow in Jesus' name. Okay? Thank you for watching and bye for now.